I've had the Canon C80 for just a little over a week and a half now, and I am absolutely loving it. It is fun. It is awesome. I'm coming from the R5 II. I don't know any better. It's my first cinema camera. Love saying it. Cinema camera. And yes, it's looking at me right now with the 24-70 2.8 at 35 millimeters at 2.8 with ND2 because, well, it is bright in here. I have my light right here, super bright, super good on this beautiful face. That's right. We are going to make some cinematic magic today. I hope you like puppies because there's going to be a lot of puppy magic. But I have to warn you, a lot of you are going to start judging the way I grade C-Log 2, thinking that, Jared, why is it so magenta? Well, let me tell you this. The reason why it's magenta is because of Canada. Yeah. That's right, you heard me right. Canada is the cause of magenta. Why? Because there are fires going on in Canada and their smoke is coming into Wisconsin and hovering around. I haven't seen blue sky in like 2 weeks now. All I see is a haze. I go to fly my drone up to get shots and I can't see past a mile because of Canada. Now, I love you Canadians. I think you're wonderful. You subscribe to my channel. We have the same kind of accent and we both are tolerant for cold weather. And you are awesome. But your forestry, it sucks. The arsons that are going on there, not good. We need to nip that in the bud. We need to take care of them. Get rid of those people that are just setting things on fire. So the magenta is actually the sun coming through the smog, smoke, fog, and giving that hazy orange look. So it really isn't the camera. It's Canada. So please forgive them. But we're going to have fun. It's going to be awesome. Even with the Canadian smoke fire coming over Wisconsin and making us have asthma attacks and getting sick and killing off some of the population of Wisconsin. Thanks, Canada. We'll get over it. And that's where that, hazy magenta look is coming from because it is like an orange sun 24. It can't be 24/7. We're not in Alaska. It's not 24/7 sun. It's, I don't know, 10 hours, 11 hours. What am I talking about? I'm going to move on. And also you're going to see some slow motion shots, and those shots are actually done with a setting that is done in camera. So I could shoot at 60 frames per second or 120 frames per second, and it processes it in camera at 24 frames per second. So automatically slows it down. I don't have to do that in post. It doesn't record the audio in this feature, but it's a nice feature. We're gonna have to touch on this at a later video and talk about the slow motion rates of the C80 because it is awesome. It's beautiful. But let's get into some puppy love and then we'll get back in here and I'll tell you my thoughts, especially with the autofocus. Okay, look at that. Oh, are we level? No. The nice thing about this is the level is different than the mirrorless camera version of the level. It's actually, I like it. I wasn't sure at first. It's very precise. I'll have to show you what that looks like. Hopefully my white balance is okay. We are in the shadows. And ND, just so you know, we're at ND 4 stops because in the shadows. And ISO 1250. And yeah, maybe I'm going to be blown out a little bit right there. So, we could probably dial that back. By the way, I did put ISO attached to my magical ring right here. So now we're at ISO 800. So there we go. I got the sun in me right now anyway. So we are 24 frames per second. Okay, we are 24 frames per second. That's not what I meant. We are 24 millimeters right here on the 24 to 70 2.8 RF L series lens. And if you followed this channel for the last, I don't know, 5-6 years, I did used to shoot on the Tamron G2 24 to 70 2.8, which is a pretty amazing EFL type lens. It's their L series of Tamron. I guess it's the G series. This is the in-laws dog. If you're wondering, here, oh, skittish. Don't worry. All right, Pepper. She's kind of a beast. So 24 frames per second. No, we're not in the cemetery. Is it because somebody made a comment and was offended by it? No, I just don't have a lot of time. I have a busy week right now. Otherwise, there's going to be a ton more dancing on cemetery stones. Just kidding. I don't dance on cemetery stones. And I don't celebrate while there's a funeral going on next to me. That wasn't going on. And if it was like a tribute to a fallen hero, I wouldn't do that. But I am there to have fun. It is a beautiful, beautiful cemetery. You know that. You've seen it. We're going to have more fun there. And if you're offended by dead people, then you're offended by me, because sometimes I'm dead. My jokes are very dead. By the way, I am changing it up. The last video was shot in all eye, and this is just gonna be long gop. Nothing special, just long gop. And the tracking, some of you said, oh, the tracking is bad. And I even said, yeah, the tracking is off. It isn't a mirrorless type tracking, but I've been playing around with it. You tell me how it is. That 120 frames per second slowed down to 23.98 frames per second. Wow, is that beautiful? And by the way, that is a little preset that you can go in. It's called fast slow. I could show you what that looks like. The fast slow automatically slows it down in the camera. So it goes from the 120 frames per second or the 60 frames per second, whatever you set it to whatever your base is, which mine is 23.9 that I set that to. And so it will slow it down. And so if you are doing real estate walkthroughs at 60 or 120 frames per second, you don't have to worry about slowing that down in post. It'll already be there in 10-bit, and it's beautiful, C-Log 2. So let's go to 35 millimeters. Okay, 35 millimeters, you know, I'm in and out of sun. This is gonna be a testament to my color grading. And I color grade not quite like everybody else. I'm different, and I like to be different. So 35 millimeters, let's go to 50 millimeters. All right, 50 millimeters, how is it? Awesome, amazing, do you like it? I always like 50 millimeters. By the way, since I'm thinking about it, 50 1.4, the new VCM lens that I do have, I will have to test it on this. It will be 10 times better using it on either a tripod or using it with the electronic stabilization. I think that's the way to go with those, since they do not have IS in those lenses. But 50 millimeters, man, that would be blown out back there by quite a bit. It's pretty nice. Okay, let's go to 70 millimeters. And here we are, 70 millimeters. Let's go a little bit closer. How is the tracking? Oh, it didn't track me. It didn't track me. Uh-oh. How are we? Yeah, come on, this eye. Here, let me click on it. Oh, there we go. I think the further I am from it, it seems to be where I am maybe a couple feet. The tracking isn't perfect. I took it off of face tracking, by the way. I'm not sure if I noticed the difference. I'm playing around with that. And I just did it at eye only and at the subject as people. But instead of face, because I feel like face here, let's turn around. Let me see if they think that this bald back of my head is my face. So if I go here, is it tracking it? I will know when I'm editing this video. I don't know. Did it track me? Maybe it did. It kind of looks like it might have done that. But this is 70 millimeters. The 24 to 70 is, honestly, it is a boring yet beautiful lens. It's boring because it doesn't go ultra wide like the 15 to 35 or the 14 to 35, and it doesn't go super long beyond 70 millimeters like the 70 to 200 does. Those are awesome lenses, but they're also, I don't know if you want to call them a one-trick pony. They're very limited in their scope, where you can do pretty much anything you want with the 24 to 70. Now, I do plan on doing a video with the 24-105 f4, not the 2.8. I don't have it. Unless Canon wants to send it to me, they can. But the f4 is light, small enough. You could zoom quickly with it in and out. I think that's gonna be an awesome versatile lens, especially with exterior videos. And when you're doing talking head, you don't necessarily wanna be at 2.8. You might wanna be at f4 to get more of that depth of field and focus. So, what are you thinking? You like the slow motion, by the way? Maybe I'll dedicate a video on that like I did with the R5 II, jumping around. Man, those puppies are beautiful, aren't they? So smallest one is the mom. The bigger white one is the baby. There was 4 babies in that tiny mom. Yes, they're all alive. Our friends and family got them. In-laws got the that one that you saw. And then the one that, you know, I just kissed like that, that's my baby. She's a little 4.5, 5 pounder. Small dog, small poop. You know, I have to look around here. It is a poop factory out here. All right, comments, leave them below. Let me know. What do you think? We're gonna go back in. I'm gonna edit this. We're gonna talk about it. I think the 24-70 is a big one, but hey, the 24-105 f4 might be the route to go too. And honestly, if you're gonna be spending the money, the 15-35 2.8, don't get rid of it. Keep it. It's amazing. You're still gushing over those beautiful puppies. Yes, they are great. And one of them's 5 years old and the other one is 3 years old. Yeah, you just, you know, they're midgets. They stay young forever. Gotta love them. Gary Coleman stayed young forever and then he died. So at least he looked young. Did I mention I have ADD? That's right, I do. Totally serious too. So, what did you think of the autofocus? Obviously at 70 millimeters, it did struggle with me a little bit at that close up until I had to do the touch to tap focus. Wasn't too bad, but anywhere from the 24 to the 50 millimeters, it was fine. And if I was about 2 or 3 feet away, it would kick in pretty good. And the tracking was awesome. And like I said earlier, the setting I went with was the eye autofocus, but not the face autofocus. I took that out and I just had it as people. And that way, if I turned my back and it looked at my bald head, it didn't lose focus or stop tracking. It would still track the person, knowing that, you know, what living thing looks like that from behind? Me, I look like that. I can't help it. God made me this way. But yeah, I'm getting used to the autofocus. It isn't like a mirrorless camera where it's like boom, boom, just sharp, and it's really more cinematic. It just flows in and out and doesn't do a crazy hunting like it will on your mirrorless camera. And so most of the time, somebody that's controlling this camera is going to be behind the camera, not in front of it like I am. And you're going to be able to do some override shots, which is great because on this camera, you can override with any of these Canon lenses, the autofocus. So you can go right into manual focus immediately and overrun that, which is really nice. And should you get the 24-70 2.8? If you are in the Canon RF ecosystem, then you can't go wrong. It's amazing. The 24-105 f4 is awesome as well. The 2.8 version, haven't used it yet. Canon, send it to me. I can test it out and then I'll give it back eventually. But if you want to support this channel and you are looking at purchasing these kind of items like the C80 or the R5 II or any of these lenses that I am testing that I personally own, well, the affiliate links are below and it does help support the channel and motivate me to make more videos like this. Also, if you are interested in finding a buyer's guide for the best equipment to get into real estate photography, well, I got a free guide right below in the link. You just have to click on it, download it, and there is a guide on a budget and if your budget is a little bit higher and how to get started into that. And eventually I will have a full guide in how to shoot real estate photography. It's going to be awesome. But don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment below, and let's keep on keeping on. Oh, and hug a puppy today. You'll be happy. And don't forget to check out one of these videos over here because you know that you might have missed it. And if you haven't, you're going to want to watch it again, especially the cemetery one. That's the controversial one where people think I'm disgusting, like a necrophiliac. But I dance on people's graves. I don't do that other thing. You know, that's gross.